Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha, Srimad Varavara Munaye Namaha, Sri Baladanvi Gurave Namaha. Shriyavpati Sarveshwaran, our dear Emperuman, out of his infinite grace, long ago, took the avataram of Varaha and restored Mother Earth from the great deluge. Mother Earth, shivering, resting upon his tusk like a dust, pleaded to Emperuman saying, "Hey Bhagavan, you have restored me. But what about the infinite children who are resting upon me? All those Jivatmas, how are you going to redeem them out of this birth and cycle of birth and death?" Upon hearing this compassionate cry from Mother Earth, Emperuman once again out of his infinite grace bestowed upon Mother Earth the greatest truth and knowledge. Through the process, Emperuman also gave 3 important ways to worship him. The first one is called Thoomalar Thoovi Thuldu, that is offering flowers at his lotus feet. And the second is Vanangadal, that is prostrating at his lotus feet. And the third is Vayinal Padi Manathinal Sindithal, that is singing his glory and at the same time contemplating upon him. So through this, we do 3 things, that is thought, word and deed, and all of these gets aligned. And also Emperuman gave the most sacred Varaha Charama Slogam, which goes Aham Smarami Madbhaktam Nayami Paramam Gatim, that is those devotees who think about him during their hay time will be redeemed by Sakshat Varaha Emperuman during the time that they leave this earth. Hearing upon all these things, Bhumi Pirati became very happy. Finally, Varaha Emperuman also said, in this Kaliyugam, the greatest dharma is going to be Thirunama Sankirtana. After hearing all these truths from Varaha Emperuman directly, Bhumi Pirati could not just rest. She had to give this to her children right away, like any other mother. And that's why Bhumi Pirati herself took birth as Andal Nachiyar in the sacred place of Srivilliputturu. Upon being born there, she imparted all this knowledge, but in a simple manner, like how somebody would feed her children, right? She did the same way in simple verses of Tamil called as Thiruppavai, which consist of 30 songs or pasurams. The beauty of Thiruppavai is it is the quintessence of Veda itself. And that's why it's called as Piratiyin Geetai. Because we know Sri Krishna gave us all the sacred Bhagavad Gita. Likewise, what did Mother give us? The sacred Gita of Mother is Thiruppavai. And not just that, whatever she said, she acted upon it. She did Thoomalar Thoovi Thuldu, she also did Vanangadal, and she also did Vayinal Padi Manathinal Sindithal. So she actually walked her talk. She became an example to all of us. And that's why in this month of Margazhi, we exclusively dedicate it to Thiruppavai. Generally, Margazhi comes during the months of December and January, which is usually very cold across the globe, and we tend to hibernate in our homes. But our forefathers actually converted it to be the most sacred month. Instead of hibernating, they actually dedicated this whole month in the contemplation of Bhagavan and his Kalyana Gunams. That's why Sri Krishna himself says, Masana Margashirshoham. Among all the months, I am this month of Margazhi. And that's why in our Sri Shabdam too, we are going to use this month to sing the glory of Emperuman and his Kalyana Gunams through Thiruppavai, which was given to us lovingly by our mother Andal. How are we going to do it? So, Mother gave us the quintessence, right? But even that is little longer for us to understand. And hence, we have picked up just one concept called as Thirunamam, which is chanting his name. So, we are going to identify one of the most important Thirunamams given by Andal in each pasuram, and we are going to give a brief conversation about it, a brief note about it, followed by one of the STD Patashala students singing that pasuram. What is the greatness of Thirunamam? Why do we have to select Thirunamam out of all this? As I said earlier, Varaha Emperuman himself said Thirunamam is going to be the greatest dharma in Kali Yugam. And beyond that, Thirunamam is something that reflects Emperuman himself. Let's say we go to a very iconic scenery. Our eyes can capture so much. But think about a camera, can it capture so much the panoramic view and whatever it is? But still, we won't be able to capture the entire glory in its entirety, isn't it? But what if we place a mirror? A huge mountain can be reflected in the small mirror, isn't it? Likewise, Thirunamam, though it is small, could be one word or two words together, it can actually capture the entire Kalyana Gunam of Emperuman, which cannot be measured, but all the glory can be captured by this small mirror called as Thirunamam. That's the first glory. And if you think about it, Thirunamam is something that you can wear and adorn. If you have a block of raw gold, can you make an ornament with it? You just have to safeguard it, but you won't be able to do anything with it. So the raw gold is Emperuman. But what if you have to experience it? You have to convert that into an ornament, right? So that ornament is Thirunamam. Some people use Thirunamam to buy things. For example, you have the beautiful pearl in your hand. You can use this pearl, go to the marketplace, sell it, and you can buy some sweets. This is one way of doing it. This is giving Thirunamam and asking for, hey Bhagavan, I need a child. Hey, I need some job. So asking all of those things and to get that chanting Thirunamam, it's like using the pearl to buy something very perishable. But there are other type of people who use the same pearl but then put it as an ornament on them and rejoice it, like Hanuman. He kept chanting Rama, 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 and that Rama Namam became his ornament, isn't it? So let's all become one such devotees who adorn the name and who also put it as an ornament on us and continuously chant. So we are going to experience Thiruppavai Thirunamam, and we are going to experience that in 3 different languages. In Tamil, it's going to be Srimati Vidya Raghavan, who is going to deliver the Thirunamams in Thiruppavai. And in Telugu, it's going to be Srimati Mayuravalli Santhanam. And in English, it's going to be Adin. But you know, the joy is not experiencing by yourself. The greatness of our Sampradayam is Kudi Irindu Kulirinde, that is experiencing everything in a Goshti, and also chanting his name as a Goshti, singing his Kalyana Gunam as a Goshti. And hence, we invite you all to join us this Margazhi season to experience Thiruppavai Thirunamam with us. See you soon. Until then, Dhanyasmi Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha.